Kate with the groomer, but whoa, all of a sudden the winds picked up 25 miles an hour, gusts up to 30, and it's beating the heck out of this huge palm tree over here. It's just beating leaves off of it. And then out here, looking in an easterly direction where there's another high mountain range, it's gone too. It's like just like the other day. Holy crap, how many of these days in a row are we gonna have these dust storms? Like, this is not even normal for down here, I believe the people are saying. Yesterday, the day when we were out there in the desert, that was one of the worst that they've experienced. And this one is probably right up there, because we're going row, row, like this, you know. And cripes, you don't want to go anywhere in this weather. People are walking around the RV park here looking like, you know, cowboys with their bandanas around their mouth and goggles on, and holy smokes. But yeah, hopefully it'll die down by 7 like the forecast shows, and then kicks back up tomorrow morning. So I'm just kind of putting off things until the weather and the dust level goes down. Well, welcome back. Well, we're about ready to leave here. We've been staying at an Escapees member RV park here in Yuma. Great place. And we're just eager to get on the road again and head east. I think finally the weather's changing. Getting closer to the middle of March and stuff. There's still 5 degrees or more below average around here. And the weather and the temperatures is like fluctuating wildly in some areas. Sometimes you can't even believe what the weather forecast says, because it's sometimes a day late, possibly a day early. But we are so ready to get on the road again and start moving. We're going into the 5th week here of Kate's recovery. Kate. And the past couple days, she has made miraculous improvements. She is now able to go out of the RV without falling on her head or her butt. And look at that. Even her head is straight. Her head is straighter now after recovering the 2nd time than it was after the 1st time. It's just a miracle. Yes, isn't it, girl? And she is just so happy. She's like, she knows she's back to normal, and she is so happy. Huh, girl? Yes. I've got one of these pads here that is a filler for the gap. Makes this a large queen size bed. I put this down on the floor, and she uses that as an extra step just to help her get up here more. She does it great. Yeah, she went from stumbling out of the RV to actually walking out of the RV. Huh, girl? Yeah. So I'm really, really happy to see that. But yeah, we're it's our last day here. We're picking up, packing up, taking off tomorrow morning. We got some wineries to see on the way. Gonna stop in and see places like Bisbee, a little quirky town there, and the town next to it, which is frozen in time. Like everybody just in the 50s sometime walked out and left the town the way it was. And that's right below Bisbee. They're almost, you know, attached to each other. And then we got, like I said, wineries to go to in different areas. And we're going to go see a huge bird reservoir. And then we're going to other places towards the southeastern corner of Arizona, working our way into New Mexico to some dairies there and wineries. And eventually we're going to dip into Texas, come up underneath the Carlsbad Caverns, and I want to get to Roswell and visit all my friends up there, you know, see if they have those like My Favorite Martin in TV series. And then I think after that depending on where the weather is, might go farther north. Yep. Or just cut right across back into Arizona somewhere. The weather is unpredictable down here at this time of year, for this year especially. So I'm watching the weather and kind of just inching down my trail. Huh, girl? Yeah, Kate. You look so much better. Your head's straight, level. Yeah. You're frisky. You feel great. Sara. She's totally different. She's doesn't really have any interest in anything unless it's a critter or a bird. So anyway, we're doing great. We're on our way. We'll be showing you some videos here soon of some of the wineries we visit and other interesting items, locations, BLM lands that we cross and use on our journey east across the Southwest. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed our last video of the sandstorms they've been having down here more often than not this year, but still it's a lot better than being back home up north where it's 32 and snowing and freezing and just horrible. At least down here we have sunshine every day, even if we have a dust storm. But it does get chilly at night, dipping into the really low 40s, could dip into 30s or 20s depending on where you're at around here. But yeah, I popped in my little plug-in electric heater, and that keeps the chill off. We don't wake up 42-degree weather in here, because when this thing gets cold, it's like an ice box. It just seems to retain the colds. But we use our little plug-in, and it's working fine. I'm going to experiment when I get home with an electric blanket and stuff once I learn more about my solar system and take care of that. So like I said before, this is continuing to be a big learning lesson. We've been on the road now for 6 months, and so we've broken our record of 4.5 last time we were down here. And we have a submarine reunion for my boat here coming up in April to go to, and then a Pleasure-Way Club meetup on the Oregon coast on our way home. So it'll be a great way to cap off this trip, because we started our 8-month journey on the Oregon coast at a Pleasure-Way RV meetup, and we're going to end it on the Oregon coast with another Pleasure-Way RV meetup, and just cruise up the coast and go home. So looking forward to that. It's been a long time on the road, and the changes I make when I get home are going to make any trip in this rig after that, no matter how short, how long, so much easier, so much better. So I'm kind of antsy about when I do get home, how I can put in all my changes in mine, check them off in my notebook that I've made with do's, don'ts, maybes, all that stuff. So anyway, since nobody really communicates with me on my videos, I'm just going to keep making my videos I guess this way. When there's interesting things to show you, I'll show you. But sometimes we just have these little chats. So anyway, the girls have woken me up so I could let them out. They relieve themselves, look around, nothing going on, so they come back in. Then we fix breakfast, and then they go back to bed. It's pretty good like that. And then I'm wide awake and I can't go back to bed. So they've got me trained well. So anyway, The next video we put out will be, I hope, somewhere exciting. I know a lot of people don't seem to be interested in wineries, but hey, I tell you, as a Harvest Toast member, staying overnight at all these wineries and experiencing the different areas they're in, meeting people from all over the world, is well worth it. And yeah, they suggest that you buy something to support the host. You know, spend $20, and you figure, well, heck, you know, you go out to McDonald's, it costs you that or more for just a basic meal. It used to be $5 or $3, so $20 really is nothing. And I usually buy a good bottle of wine that I really liked from their wine tasting, or I'll buy some of their homemade meats or cheeses, depending on what they have, what they make. So, hey, I don't mind paying that. I've paid, God, $150 for just a bed in a hotel at night before I had an RV. So, if you put everything in perspective, it's great. Huh? Did you sneeze? Yeah, we still got so much darn dust in here, along with the dog hairs, that it can get pretty dusty. And I tell you, I'd need a home vacuum to keep this place clean. Even little lint rolls, that's okay, but it doesn't pick up the dust that gets into the upholstery. So, yeah, some things you just have to accept traveling with dogs in a really small RV. And I guess I'm lucky because I don't have a wife or a girlfriend traveling with me that's telling me what I need to do to make her happy. So that's a whole lot of pressure, whole lot of stress right off my shoulders right there. That's one of the reasons I think I'm going to live longer, is I don't have that stress. You know, I would have liked to had a marriage like my parents had, lasted until they were almost 50 years married, until my dad passed away. And you can't find that anymore, not with society today. Nope. So, anyway, these are my girls. Yeah, they're great. So, without further ado, the girls and I, as always, wish you happy trails and woof woof.